This job demands that you grow your ability to think critically. Watching a YouTube video or a TikTok does not help you develop your critical thinking. And at the end of the day, that is the number one skill that nursing will require you to master, especially this day and age when everything is checkboxed and protocols and laid out there for you in a nice list. You have to be very, very, very intentional about developing your critical thinking skills, about asking why, about asking what is the evidence behind this activity? Why do we do it this way? Why does the evidence support doing it this way versus this way? Passive watching discourages clinical reasoning. It discourages the ability to adapt to more complex and more dynamic patient care situations. This job demands that you grow your ability to think critically. I think that we're in a time of nursing that is both helpful and incredibly damaging. It's helpful because it sets out the check boxes of what you need to do, but it's damaging because it's teaching you to rely on the checklist, on the monitors, on the numbers for your skills, for your clinical reasoning. And that's just not true. And this is the moment where you develop critical thinking, because a video will tell you what's your oxygen saturation. It doesn't freaking matter. You can look at the patient and see that he's not breathing well, that he's starting to get more pale, that he's having signs of poor perfusion. And the next thing you need to do is bag the patient. You can do that without a monitor. That's an old school assessment strategy that you probably didn't learn, or if you did learn, you learned it for like 2 seconds and then they moved on teaching you how to read the monitor. When that skill is directly developed by watching the patient, by learning those nuances, by critically thinking what's happening to the patient, regardless of the nonsense going on with the monitor. So again, I can't stress this enough. Critical thinking is the number one skill that this profession will require you to develop in order to become a masterful, confident, competent, independent nurse.